open the ESPN tape library. The worldwide leader in classic sports launched a series designed to take a new look at old games. They called it Cheap Seats with Ron Parker. Parker, an anchor with attitude, was helped thanklessly by tape librarians Randy and Jason. The show was slated to go all the way. But moments into the first show, tragedy struck. With Ron on the DL, somebody needed to step up, like Gehrig for Pip or Brady for Bledsoe. Sitting 2 and 3 on the hosting depth chart, that someone was Randy and Jason. That is their story. And this is Cheap Seats without Ron Parker.
Hey, Jason and Randy here. Welcome again to Cheap Seats, where tonight we'll show you how to remove your own gallbladder using a Palm Pilot stylus, some dry ice, and a case of Pennzoil. But first, allow us to be your guides as we take you on another journey through the wide world of sports. Today we'll be focusing on 3 sports in particular. They represent hiccups on the pathway that is the evolution of human transportation. First, we have horse racing on ice, a display of animal cruelty that makes even Ted Nugent seem like a member of PETA. Second, we have the London to Brighton Antique Car Run, an event that will surely test your patience for old cars and old English people. And lastly, we finish up with a little ladies' demolition derby from the 70s. You've come a long way, baby. And this part of our show just might set you back. Now, in our first event, horse racing on ice, here's what you're going to want to look for.
Here's what to look for. Here's what to look for.
Number 1, this is the first color telecast Wide World ever did, so don't expect it to look great on your HD TV hookup. As a matter of fact, it's so bad, it's worse than black and white. And number 2, keep an eye on Switzerland, the host country for this event. They've never fought in any wars, so they got all this pent-up aggression that gets repressed, and then it comes out in their sporting events. Yeah, oh, yeah, they use sports as an excuse to abuse animals. Damn, Swiss! Well, that's our cue. Let's get you out to one of the world's prettiest countries for one of the world's ugliest sports.
Hi, I'm Kurt Gowdy. In this portion of ABC's Wide World...
Hey, it's the island of misfit toys.
Located high in the Swiss Alps, 6,000
Wait, where's
feet
Kurt
above
Gowdy?
sea level. Right
He's
now,
everywhere, dude.
the Queen City of winter resorts, San Moritz. You've seen this city before on
Colors look great. Yeah.
A
A lot of people don't know this about Switzerland, that on a sunny day, it is in fact orange, sometimes flickering to green.
This is a lake you're looking at.
Yes, an orange lake with green people on it.
We're going to have horse racing.
Ooh, somebody Zamboni that track stat.
2 miles wide, San Moritz Lake, and the ice is frozen. Hundreds of spectators are here.
Wow,
We
hundreds.
were all wondering what if the ice was going to melt this day.
Great. Maybe some of the horses will drown today, too.
They have this annual event in San Moritz. It's very popular, heavy betting. Now notice the tote board. These are the jockeys.
Well, it's nice that they're taking the time to educate us instead of jumping right into the race. Oh, my God, it started.
Here they go. They're off. Now, the thing to watch here, you don't know the horses. They're unfamiliar to you.
Oh.
Or the jockeys.
So we're just here for the love of the sport.
And
What amazes me is how anyone can stay up on those things.
here stays behind that horse all the way. Already
Whoop, I
one,
think
two
2
are
guys
down.
just fell down.
1,800 meters, approximately a mile and an
Wait,
eighth.
is that another one right there going down?
Why, there goes another one
No, I
down.
think that's part of the track falling down. Can anything stay up in this
Now
race?
the skiers can get tangled. This man here is Argeni and Kowalski. There's only 2 left on their skis right now.
Mark my words, a horse will die today, and Swiss people everywhere will cheer.
All kinds of troubles that could happen to you.
Okay, the lake is like 3 miles long. Yeah, couldn't they do it without making the horses have to
He
turn?
goes the rest of the way. Let's see if he can do it.
Wow, we're so close. I feel like we're part of the action. On the Hubble telescope.
Starts to skitter, and down he goes.
Down goes Jenny. Down goes Jenny.
The horses keep... Look at that horse. tangled
Wait,
into
so
the
no one's left? Yeah, it's like turning on the Iron Man competition and watching everybody get caught in their bike
that
chains.
finish line. The purses were small.
Head for the mountains of Bush. Big Bush.
American money.
Crowd doing the Swiss wave. They're very neutral.
First.
Okay, who let homeless Santa on the track?
Was on his skis at the finish line. So that's our first event here on Lake San Moritz. And now
Oh,
you know
great.
the horses
Can't wait to see what the second event's going to be. Yeah, I heard for that one they put the horses in high heels. Good times. Good times.
World of sports.
Now, as you know, Jason, back in the 60s when this stuff first aired, Wide World was combining all kinds of sports. Yeah, but you really don't see that kind of combination anymore these days. Or do you, Jay? There's one man who's going old school, trying to bring back the lost passion for combining sport. Meet Joel Goodson.
You know, people always ask me, why do you take two perfectly good sports and combine them into one really awkward one? And, you know, for me, the answer is pretty simple. You know, some people want to be sports visionaries, like Abner Doubleday or James Naismith, but, you know, not me. I'd much rather be known as an Abner Doublesmith or a Names Jamie Day or a Mamie Jamie Dames. I love the classics. It's part of what makes us Americans. You know what else makes us Americans? Domination, apple pie, and a little game I invented I like to call tennis.
Checkmate! Tennis changed my life because I was really never very good at tennis and worse at chess, actually. But I'm really good at multitasking.
You gotta play. I haven't played that in a while. It's funny to think back on the old days, but you know, when I was a kid, you know, we didn't have any money. We were really poor. All we had was a hockey stick and a plastic bottle. So you had to get creative with that. And that's when we came up with hockey ball bottle and hockey stick and jump the stick. It's a great one. And quite frankly, why limit yourself to bats and balls? Why not bring other things, even non-sports related things into it? I call this game golf tar. Thor! You know, who knows, maybe in my lifetime no one will ever start playing tennis. Or maybe no one will even take up golf tar, but, you know, when I'm gone and I'm up there in the you know, pearly gates and, you know, God comes up to me and says, hey, Joel, welcome to heaven. Guess who's got a chessboard and a racket and wants to play you? And I'll be like, who? And he'll be like, Dana Plato. And that's the American dream to me. Being dead, playing tennis with Dana Plato.
Hey, welcome back to Cheap Seats. We hope you enjoyed horse racing on ice, the first leg of our triple crown of stupidity. But now on to an equally stupid pastime. Antique cars have long been the hobby of old, bored, rich white dudes. And Jay Leno. So now we'd like to take you out to London, England, 1967, for the London to Brighton Antique Car Run, or as we like to call it...
That from a man who knows, expert Leonard Potter.
Oop, excuse me, I had Indian for lunch. The emancipation of the motor car. And now, 30 years later, cars are finally allowed to vote. Who's that? We will call him Brittler. Hey, this dude's totally creeping me out.
In 1896,
Somebody get this guy a Red Bull. And a bag for his face, stat.
that it was no longer necessary for a man to walk in front of a car with a red flag to warn people.
Is he winded?
As late as 1932, they
Honestly,
decided
there was no one else they could have gotten to host this show. Benny Hill, Roger Moore, Prince Charles, anyone?
held. In the popular press, this
Ooh, the popular press. What is that, for the cool media?
first instance, it's not a race at all. There's all the time in the world to get to Brighton. In fact, as long as you arrive before 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're fine.
After 4, you'll of course be eaten feet first by hobgoblins.
Thousands and thousands of dollars are poured into
Wasn't he in
these
that
old
movie
cars.
Time Bandits?
And if any owner heard you calling him an old crock, he'd probably hit you over the head.
Oh, full-size Time Bandit, you've done it
Hi,
again.
if you can believe it, I'm Jim McKay, and this should be one
That
of
Jim
our-
McKay or Sherlock Holmes? Where the hell is Watson?
On ABC's Wide World of Sports. Right now, let's meet the crew. First of all, our driver is an old friend now.
former world...
His name's Driver?
In Phil Hill of California, if you can recognize him.
No, we can't.
This is a very legitimate
But thank God they put his name in that old English font, because for a second there, I thought he was in Alabama.
That's as far back as I go.
Okay, well, this will be a different kind of driving, huh?
Yes, I think so.
Whoa, settle down, Phil. Try and contain yourself.
Be 15 or 20 today.
Good luck.
This round thing's stairs, right?
Well, this one,
Stairs.
instead of having the engine behind the driver,
Stay with it, right?
seat, one cylinder, yeah,
You turn it.
one cylinder, got the
Are you Speedwagon ruled it?
there up on the bonnet.
And here is the chart of the course. 53...
Is that a map? It looks like a graphic of bacteria in your stomach lining. Looks more like a pink Stonehenge to me.
Shadow of Big Bend. Down through Lambeth and on out into the country. Through a town called Red Hill.
What does this race end at Epcot?
Stop at the Checkers Tavern. The final obstacle.
It's early MapQuest.
Fakem Hill, just before Brighton, and we hoped victory. Phil Hill was as serious as he would be before the start of the 24 hours of Le Mans. No
Did he
nonsense.
say Lamaze? Is McKay pregnant? Okay, his car is smoking at the starting line? Yeah, that's not a good sign. All right, who let Fonzie mess around under the hood? Come on!
At last, we were off and running, on our way to Brighton.
Now, what's the name of that insurance you have? You know, the one you have when you need it? Got all that extra stuff?
It was much more exciting than I had thought it would be.
Yes, because nothing says sports excitement more than slow ragtime music.
And sitting up there in my Inverness cape coat and deerstalker hat,
I felt like the biggest idiot in England, next to Tony Blair.
I suddenly knew why they called it motoring.
All right, let me see if I got this straight. ABC has a car in the race, and McKay is driving. This should be an unbiased sportscast. Yeah, that'd be like Pete Rose betting on the outcome of a game he was playing or coaching in. Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. Yeah, it would never happen. All right, stay with us. More old cars and bad teeth after this. Charlie Hustle? Not him. No way. According to his book. I know. Hey, welcome back to Cheap Seats. Well, it's time to get our fact on with a little Do You Care? And today it's all about ABC Wide World of Sports driver Phil Hill.
Just the facts. Do you care?
Do you care that Phil Hill won the 24 Hours of Le Mans 3 times? Do you care that Phil Hill is the only American-born racer ever to win the World Driving Championship? Do you care that Phil Hill has a collection of rare music machines that play instruments like the trumpet and the violin? I don't even think Phil Hill cares about that. All right, let's head back out, see how the music man's doing.
We had to speed through the English countryside, at least until our next rendezvous.
I think this is the show open for the British version of the sitcom Taxi.
A pub.
Sweet rack.
Well, gentlemen,
How about a round of beers to the old red, white, and blue? That better be O'Doul's.
no, we had a terrible scene.
Hey, what happened?
You don't know this. I'm going to tell you now. I have an admission to make, gentlemen. You know the last scene where we went to a screeching halt at the top of the hill, leaving Red Hill, and we finally had to go up off the road, and I
Was stuck in some strange gear or something.
All right, freeze it. Now, it appears that Phil Hill is about to reveal something pretty important and even controversial right here about the reason why they were in a strange gear, as McKay put it. All right, let's make it an SAT question. Okay. Will he say, A, I don't know how to tell you this, but we weren't in a strange gear, and while you were sleeping, I stole your kidney and sold it on the black market. B, I was just using the handbrake to shift gears. Or C, remember that party we had at your parents' house last Labor Day? Well, I accidentally hooked up with your cousin. I'm going to say C?
was shifting gears with the handbrake.
Oh, it was B. Yeah, I thought A.
Because I had the handbrake for Pedro.
The handbrake.
I'm not sure just knowing when to say when is enough.
You've have that a long time.
Okay, that looks like a cheap version of Missile Command.
From the end, the Mount Everest of East Sussex.
Wait, they're driving again? Post-pub? That's a nice example to set for the kids. Jesus, one lingering hug with the babysitter. Now I have to push the car.
Number is the deadline, but pushing's okay. Anything you can do to get it across the line. Old Red Suit Zimmerman from Harrisburg.
There's Red Suit Zimmerman with his old trophy wife. Damn him and damn his fortune. Are they really reading a map at this point? They just need to call OnStar and get over themselves.
ABC's own entry doesn't make it the first time.
Hi, this is Dave from OnStar. How can I help you? Yes, this is Professor Dean Bradbury, and I'm somewhere between Brighton and Staffordshire, and we seem to have gotten a bit off course. Yeah, okay. I got you right here on my map. Looks like you're about 2 miles away from Staffordshire. Oh, dear. 2 miles. We should probably seek lodging, stay here a fortnight, and check the petrol before we push on. No, sir. You're like 10 minutes away, so just stay on Route 18. You literally can't miss it. Right. Well, if we don't make it out alive, send post to my family that I love them. But you're right. Goodbye and good luck. Good. More drinks. Yeah, liquor them up a little bit more. Yeah, it's not like they're operating heavy machinery or anything.
The traffic grew worse.
Okay, McKay looks like my grandma
On
now.
the wrong side, our problem would have been...
The Speedwagon is anything but.
Bill said, watch this. I'll pretend we're out of control. That'll get him over.
Yeah, he was also pretending that he couldn't touch his nose, or say the alphabet backwards, or walk in a straight line.
Brighton.
They're in Istanbul?
Where a Prince of Wales once built this strange palace for himself and his friends.
And by friends, I mean the imaginary football team that lives in his closet.
My breath was short, my legs were like lead, and my heart must have been going at 200 beats a minute.
Phil Hill has that effect on lots of broadcasters, McKay. Make him work for it. Make him work for it. I want to be excited for this, but I just don't have it in me. Are you kidding me? It's right up there with Bobby Thompson's home run. Leitner's shot against Kentucky. It's classic sports drama. Kiss him. Kiss him. Wow. What a finish. I honestly don't know how we can top that action. I got 2 words for you. Ladies Demolition Derby. That's 3 words. It's hyphenated. No, it's not. Well, it is in my mind. Either way, you're going to want to stick around for it. Did you just hyphenate gonna wanna? Maybe? Did you hyphenate hyphenate? Because that's really only 1 word. Yeah, I put the hyphen between the I and the high. Hey, welcome back. Now, when you think Islip, New York, you generally think of 2 things. 1, Long Island MacArthur Airport, and 2, a good place to dump the body. Well, our final sport combines beautifully both of those concepts. It mixes all the turbulence of a domestic flight with the dirt and violence of organized crime. That's right. It's Women's Demolition Derby, which is basically vehicular jello wrestling.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Economaki at the Islip...
Chris Economaki? No, it's Chris Economaki. Right, Chrissy. No, it's Chris Economaki. Right, Chrissy. Bet you don't say that again. Bet I do. Chrissy. Wait, I'm doing it! I'll stand before you, a man, like any other man. I'm ashamed. I'm guilty of committing the act of saying the word Chrissy. You're my rock. I got you something. No. $4 million ring. No, I got you a $4 million ring.
We talk about them and the way they draw.
I'm sorry, okay? I was just offended by what you were saying. I'm sorry, too. All right, I'm sorry to you, and I'm sorry to Chrissy. Wait, I'm gonna get him. I will take him up. I will take him off of each other.
But today, the women are doing something about it. they are competing in their own women's demolition derby, believe it or not.
Someday, maybe we'll even let them vote.
And drive
Nah.
not to stay out of trouble, but rather to get into trouble. Let's watch. Here's the arena, the infield.
And what a beautiful arena it is. Are they driving on a landfill?
Now for the ladies demolition derby. The world championship is at stake and the staggering first prize money of $100.
Hey, thanks to Title IX, that's $150 today.
Warming up to the task. Dottie
Hey, they're trying to put Pinky Tuscadero on the Malachi Crunch. Look out!
It might be difficult for men.
What, did we just jump the shark?
Easy thing for the ladies. After all, they back up in the supermarket parking lots almost daily.
Come on, Chris, that's awful. If you're going to put it out there, why not go all the way? Yeah, why not just say, hey, I'm surprised their husbands let them out of the kitchen at all. And how do they drive when they're barefoot and pregnant and dumber and weaker than men? You know, I would pay money to see this guy on Dr. Phil. What you need to do is take that pig out of the barn, leave the door shut before the rain comes in. That's actually really good advice. I know.
On equal terms on the arena floor. There's our camera car. Miss Bradeen, registered for to combat.
Hi, yeah, this is Dave from OnStar. Yeah, Dave, I'm not sure where I am. I was just trying to go to the shop right. Okay, don't panic. We got your location right here. Okay, but I don't see the parking lot. Okay, well, first of all, watch out for car number 40. It's going to hit you right now. Where? Ah! Okay, well, listen, I can't talk anymore. I've got a Dean Bradbury on the other line who's very anxious. Dave!
Number 36.
Red flag signifying caution.
031, Annie Mutchler, a Thunderbird. Bobby has done a great job in keeping her frontal area covered up.
Much to all of our chagrin, I might add.
Touched by any other car, which has kept her in the running. Annie's been slamming and banging with a Thunderbird, and here she's throwing a bead on that.
Ooh, you've got to protect your frontal area. Yeah, don't you watch Seventh Heaven? That's got to be safe, standing out on the track like that.
Number 36 out of competition and giving the victory to Annie Mutchler in a Thunderbird.
Have fun driving carpool in that thing, lady.
And the second prize will be also $100 for...
And third prize, $8,000.
I wouldn't have believed it. But the women did pretty well. They went out there to wreck cars, and wreck them they did.
Chris, you don't date much, do you?
Speedway. And this is Chrissy Economaki saying, so long from Islip.
Well, so long, Chrissy. You've come a long way, Jay. You've come a long way. Thanks. All right, it's time to give out a little hardware of our own. That's right, it's time for some cheapies. First up, least valuable decision. Mine is for the entire antique car racing field, for driving whilst intoxicated. Yes, they were only going 3 miles per hour, but still, if they ever ran out of control and into a pedestrian, they could do a lot of damage to their front bumpers. Okay, now least valuable player. I'm going to give my least valuable player cheapie to our Jenny for falling on the ice when he had the race in the bag. By the way, all of our cheapie recipients today, winners and losers, will be receiving $100. All right, what have we learned? You can lead a horse to ice, but you can't make him skate. Drinking and driving antique cars actually do mix. And if you're going to bash the women of Islip, Long Island, you better protect your frontal area. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Cheap Seats. Good job. All right, looking at stuff. Gotta cut this up.